Some I visited hospitals when I got a lot of distress calls from my voters in Githunguri. I decided to just go to the hospitals and get to see what's going on. And I was referred to one hospital here in Nairobi by my voter who was stranded in that hospital. So I went to that hospital and I went to other 4 hospitals. I went to a government hospital, a referral hospital. I went to a dispensary. I went to a mission hospital level 4. And I can tell you there is a big, big problem. I want to use an example of the mission hospital that I visited. The mission hospital that I visited told me they are owed 233 million by NHIF. They have had very serious negotiations with NHIF on how that debt is going to be paid. They were promised they will be paid 2 million every month, but they only receives 230,000 every month. From the 2 million promise to 230,000. So they were asking me, if we are receiving 230,000 per month, and we are told that we are going to be receiving 2 million, and we are owed 233 million, how long?
How many years?
How many years are we going to wait for NHIF debt to be paid before we actually get on track on the new SHA system?
The debate between transitioning from NHIF to SHA has been gathering pace. In the recent days, we have seen a lot of leaders issue statements. Some people say it's not working, we are suffering, and many other things. But here is a moment when 2 heavyweight politicians met. They are women reps and they represent women in the National Assembly. They had this stage to share their issues.
We really want to resolve the problem.
Right.
And like we said, 48% of healthcare in Kenya is actually from faith-based churches and private. And usually, they are big stakeholders. So if they have a problem with SHIF or SHA, what they should do is seek an appointment with the head of state and say, this is what we see is going wrong. These are our proposed solutions. And this is where we can help in trying to resolve it. That is what the church is supposed to do. They're not just supposed to come and cry and say things are bad and everything is going wrong without giving us a solution. We are looking upon them. They are our spiritual fathers and mothers.
They are not in government, Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Sorry?
They're not in government. I mean, they're no obligation to speak to the President at State House.
No, let me tell you, even when I see something going wrong, I don't go and make a press conference about it. Because I have access to the President.
That's what I'm saying. It is okay, you can have difference of opinion on how to approach issues, but is there anything wrong in the church bishops coming together to give a press statement of what they think is the state of the nation? From
listening to their statement, they simply used very lofty words, anxiety. If they were crumbling education. They just used very big words.
Is there a problem in the education sector?
No, I want them to say, they should have been more specific. They should just say, the challenge is A, B, C, D, and these are the solutions that we think we should be proposing. But don't just say anxiety, crumbling, failure, owed billions.
Deputy Speaker, I thought they were very particular. Violation of human rights and freedom of speech, abductions, talking about the situation of the June 25th and events after that. They're talking about culture of lies, NHIF, and kept promises and misplaced priorities. They have gone into the detail to say that...
Those are not specifics. Those are just English words.
I'm saying, when the government fails to fulfill...
They are descriptive words, they are not
I just want to read
specific.
Your paragraph. When the government fails to fulfill its promises, particularly concerning payments to essential service providers, it harms vulnerable communities. This is the case with NHIF. The neglect of faith-based organizations, hospitals, now owed billions in dues, is an issue we have addressed constantly, even with the president. And you're saying that they should have gone to speak to the president at State House.
Yes, and also, by the way, good manners and proper ethics is if I've had a conversation with the head of state over a problem, I then don't go in public and announce it. First of all, that's just bad manners.
How about
it's unprofessional. But hold on. What I also wanted them to say is that the government has acknowledged, even in parliament, saying if you're truthful, acknowledge that something has been done, and then say, But this is the shortfall.
You know, the interesting bit is that you're saying they should have gone to speak to the president. They are saying they have spoken to him and there has been no solution.
Okay, let's assume that they don't want to speak to the president anymore because they're not getting any solutions. Then I'm saying then they should have been factual and confirmed that we raised the issue of non-payment. The total amount is this.
This debate has been trending on social media for the longest time, as they say that one of the women reps was really very defensive and she never wanted to answer questions. This interview was very hot. It trended for various reasons. But at the moment that there is the reality on the ground and majority of the residents are aware what is on the ground. Remember when one politician, Didi Nyoro, was talking about how the economy is thriving? It is not the government that say the economy is thriving, it's the citizens, because they are the one who feel the real impact on the ground. So this debate caught me by surprise.
Shops, although she said she's not rebuked them, I thought it was easier for her as a senior member of parliament, you know, somebody who speaks and looks like speaks for the government, to tell us, why are these bishops complaining? Could there be maybe some pending bills that have taken quite some time?
There are pending bills.
And could they be getting frustrated?
Right.
And if they are getting frustrated, what is the best way? How is what strategy should we adopt so that this annoyance, this anger, does not continue building? Because I can obviously see the bishop's tone was not a good tone.
Right.
They looked like they were frustrated. You know, using words like lies. You know, they said lies. They used,
lies.
you know, they used words that, to me, indicated that there was a little bit of anger. And now they were telling me the